You are now tuned in to the real deal.
What is up, guys? It's the real deal. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, Aerodactyl is becoming one of my favorite cards. I am obsessed with Aerodactyl. I'm constantly trying to build out new decks of Aerodactyl, and I've got a pretty sweet one today with Pigeot. They pair up really nicely together. And if you guys have got any Aerodactyl decks as well, let me know in the comments below. Love to see anything new and exciting. And I've called this deck Birds of Prey. So we are running double Aerodactyl, we're running Marshadow, double Pidgey, double Pigeot, and Pigeot EX, the new school one. So Aerodactyl, obviously, Primal Law is incredibly strong and pairs up really nicely with Sabrina as well. So if they've got a Pokemon on the back line, which they probably want to evolve, you can just bring it out and then Aerodactyl can just tear them up. Obviously, Marshadow as well is a great card, great for counterattacks and getting off that revenge. We've got old school Pidgey and Pigeot. I just feel that with Pidgey, I'd rather have the extra HP because you don't want them to get knocked out and then it's a complete waste. With the Pigeot as well, if it's 3 energy for 50 damage, I just feel that, you know, you're more likely to be evolving them into Pigeot, so it's kind of a waste. And also, you know, you could get in 2 hits by the time it's taking you to build up 3 energy, so it's just pointless in my opinion. Then we've got double Pokeballs just to help us get Pokemon in hand. Got a double Poke Flute. Obviously, Poke Flute pairs up really nicely with Pigeot and will help us do extra damage with our Scattering Cyclone. Then we've obviously got the old Amber to help evolve Aerodactyl. You must have it. And then obviously the Professor, he's always going to be in there. Just helps us get the cards that we need in hand and just keep the tempo through the match. And then Sabrina, she is so clutch. You can use it offensively, you can use it defensively, you can use it to burn energy. She is such a useful card to have. The only thing I would say is you could actually take out Poke Flute if you want. Maybe put in X Speed or Potions. It's completely up to you. They're the only ones that I probably would sub out. But also it's very useful to have for Pigeot. So it's completely up to you. But you could definitely have some variations of this deck. So we've looked at the deck. Let's take it into the arena. All right. So we're going up against Ben Pitt. We're going second, which is pretty sweet. And it's a Psychic deck. So this could be pretty interesting. Quite lucky. Not the best I had, but we have got Professor and Pigeot. Sabrina, she's not that great early on. One thing with this deck is though, we do want to get Aerodactyl as soon as possible. As soon as you get him, you can start to lock out the enemy team. And he doesn't have to be on the front line. He could be on the bench and Primal Law will still kick in. And this is sort of like a strange deck. So you've got Abra. Well, we've got obviously Alakazam, Mew, and Mewtwo EX, which is an interesting comp. They've got to have Gardevoir as well. Otherwise, it's a bit of a slow deck. Yet nice. So we've got Marshadow already. Can be useful if Pidgey gets knocked out. We can do some damage with Gust. So can only do like sort of 40 damage with Pidgeotto. But yeah, already down to 11 cards as well. So we're keeping up the pace. And just need to sort of see. There it is, Old Amber. That's exactly what I was looking for. So straight out with the Pigeotto. I'm not going to put energy into Marshadow. I'd rather use Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is incredibly strong. And we have to see with Pigeotto. So if I get Pigeot next turn, I'll put energy into Pigeotto. If not, then it's going into Aerodactyl. So a big hit. Oh, and there's Alakazam as well. Real shame we didn't manage to lock him out of Aerodactyl. We got Pigeot. What are the odds of that? So Pigeot can actually one-shot a lot of people here. So I feel that I am going to drop Sabrina just to push back Mewtwo. I'm guessing they're going to push out Mew. And it probably means that they do have budding Exhibitioner. But we'll soon find out. Going to end the turn. And we'll see what Ben Pitt's running with. So how many cards have got in hand? 4? 5? 5 cards. And what have they used? So they've used Mystic Slab and the Professor. Pretty much even. They're putting energy into Alakazam. So because we're in a pretty strong position, I am going to drop Sabrina again. Whoever he puts out in front, we should be able to just like steamroll. He's going to drop Mewtwo. Not sure why. But now Mewtwo's gone, it's going to be a pretty straight run for us. Going to be very hard for them to come back from this. Okay, so there's Alakazam. And yeah, he can one-shot Pigeot, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. The only thing that I'm a little bit annoyed by is that I did not get Aerodactyl a chance to come in and just block the Alakazam evolution. But yeah, this is game over. Pretty straight run. And he's filled his bench for us. I was going to drop the Poke Flute, but Ben Pitt, he's a good guy and he's helped us out. So let's GG this one. Wasted. 140 damage coming in and Alakazam is out of here. GG, Ben. That was a pretty good match. But yeah, we're too strong. Yeah, the damage Pigeot can do is just crazy. Could you imagine in like playing classic Pokemon like Red and Blue and Pigeot beating like a Charizard or a Mewtwo X? Disgusting. Alright, so we're going up against K's, going first, and he's running a dark deck, so could be something interesting. I'm guessing he's going to be running Scolipede, Grimer, so a muck deck. It's got to be like Weezing in there, probably Arbok as well. And this is a terrible starting hand. So ideally we'd want Pidgey in front and Marshadow behind. And the reason for that is that if we do get stuck or anything, Marshadow can come in with a counter attack, doing some big damage. We also, yeah, so it's a Scolipede deck. We do also want like Old Amber as well for Aerodactyl. And then we could, if we do get Sabrina, we could completely shut down Venipede. So there's Sabrina. So I'm going to evolve Pidgeotto and we'll use Gust as well. Oh, sorry. And we'll put energy in there as well. Damn, Grimer's 3 energy for the retreat. That is expensive. So yeah, Venipede. And they're sort of spreading out their energy. Obviously, Grimer does pair up very nicely with Scolipede, sets up that bonus damage. He is slowly chipping away at Marshadow. Nice. So we've got Old Amber. So what we're going to do is we're going to retreat Marshadow. Bring in Pidgeotto. Going to drop Sabrina. And next turn, we are going to completely lock out Venipede. Just hoping. And the reason we're not evolving just yet is that it means that we can't do any damage with with Pidgeotto. Might as well wait. And they've got no real threats. There's no one that's going to be able to one-shot our Pidgeotto, so might as well chip for now. We're just going to keep chipping away, and then we'll evolve into Pidgeot. And there's Wheezing. So they're going to retreat with Venipede. Fair enough. They're going to drop Coffin. So it's all good because it means we're going to completely shut down Wheezing. And obviously Wheezing is so good for just stalling out fights, but also the fact that they can retreat with Koga. But what I'm going to do is that I don't want to drop the Professor just yet. I'm just going to hold on to that card. And the reason for that is that I doubt they've got a red card, but if they do, I don't want to get red carded and just completely waste Professor Oak. Remember, this is a game of poker, and bring the hill on Coffin. Are they going to retreat? And that's the thing as well. Like, they can't evolve any of these Pokemon. So if they bring anyone else forward, they cannot get the evolve. So this is pretty much complete lockdown. There's not a lot they can do. So we've got double Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. Let's see what we can pick up. Another Marshadow, another Pokeflute. So let's get the evolve up and running. And that's it. GG. That was a quick one. Let's move on to the next one. GG, my dude. We're facing off against Kado. Going second. Sweet. And it's a fighting deck. I wonder if they're going to be running a Aerodactyl deck as well. Could be interesting. And they got Marshadow. So obviously Marshadow is not great as your starting Pokemon because of the counter attack. The only thing is though as well is that it's sort of 2 energy to start hitting with Marshadow. They can 2-shot Pidgey. And thank God we've got Pidgeotto in the background. So I'm going to drop Old Amber. We've got our own Marshadow, which I am going to drop. And we're also going to do some research as well. Can we pick up Aerodactyl? No, but we do have a stacked house with Pidgeotto and Pidgeot all lined up. Pretty sweet. So Marshadow will do no damage this turn. Next turn, they'll do 40. I am intrigued to see what they're running. So they're running Hitmonlee. So this might be a deck that I was running recently. And they are going to switch it out. So Hitmonlee is a real pain. He's going to have to snipe Old Amber, which is really frustrating. He's going to stop me getting my Aerodactyl out. But this deck as well, it might just be basics only. So that kind of makes Aerodactyl a little bit redundant. But there's not much this deck struggles against. Maybe Gyarados could be a problem. If you can't bypass their wall, then obviously when Gyarados is up and running, so tanky, does way more damage. He does even more damage than Pidgeot. And we can't one-shot him, but he can definitely one-shot us. Okay, so we're going to drop the Professor. He's decided to pick on my Marshadow, which definitely would not be what I would be doing. So I just want to count cards, 12-7. We got a huge lead. We are steamrolling. Okay, so Hitmonlee is definitely out of the picture next turn. And depending on what happens, if we get Sabrina, we definitely want to pull Marshadow into the front line. And Farfetch as well. What a crazy... What is this madness? Crazy deck. And I just want to say as well, this is the ugliest playmat I've ever seen in all my years of playing Pokemon. Yeah, he's bullying my Amber. So lucky though we got Aerodactyl, because he could have literally just complete GG. I mean, I think we could all see where that match was heading to. So we're 3-0. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so we're going up against Nydra. Going first. They're running a grass deck. So I'm hoping it is a Celebi deck. Oh, so it's new school execute. If we can really, well, ideally we want to pick up my man, old Amber. Well, we need Aerodactyl as soon as possible so we can completely shut down Executor. Executor is incredibly deadly. Such an underrated card. Both new school and old school. I think old school slightly better because it's 1 energy to start doing stuff. I'm hoping this guy's running the new school version because they've got the new execute. And it is a Celebi deck. So yeah, personally, I'm not a fan of Celebi. It is too RNG for me. And it just, you rely so heavily on execute that, not execute, on superior. And if you don't get superior, it just sucks so hard. So we can take our execute in 2 turns, which is pretty crazy. But that is the problem with execute. It's very, very squishy. I'm guessing they're going to have executor in hand. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice Marshadow. And then we've got 2 turns of trying to build up our Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot even. So it does, ooh, yeah, Executor does do a lot of damage. And yeah, obviously, yeah, it can't attack just yet. So we're buying a little bit of time for ourselves. And ideally, we can pick up, just trying to think, do I want to waste their energy? No, not yet. And there it is, Old Amber, sweet. We're 8 cards in, so hopefully there's a very good chance we should pick up Aerodactyl. And we got Professor as well, so that's almost sort of 50-50. So yeah, he's going to stomp my Marshadow. But it's all good because Pigeot is going to do exactly 100 damage to Executor. And look at that. Celebi has no energy, so completely worthless. And just want to see, there's nothing else we want to do. But yeah. So look at that. 4 energy completely wasted. So we're 1-1. Celebi has nothing going for them. Even in 2 turns, there's no way they're going to be able to build up that energy. Yeah, just, I don't know, when I first saw Celebi come out, I was like, this card is so broken, totally busted. And now I'm like, it is the worst card in the game. It is so RNG. I just can't stand it. It just really does suck. And I don't know what you could do to balance Celebi, because it's a real shame. I do like that it's glass cannon. But yeah, you know, I've had it so many times where I've been playing with Superior. I'm down to my last 4 cards and I've not picked up a Superior. Crazy. And you just rely too heavily on it. So Nydra is going to flip the coin. And there we go. So tails, heads, so 50 damage. Nothing. Not even a tickle. And we're still not finished. And we got a Poke Flute, so we could drop that. Oh, whoops. I was meant to put that energy into Aerodactyl. But yeah, let's finish this, guys. Game over. Wasted. And yeah, that is GG Nydra. Good game. Let's move on to the next one. So we're going up against Destro. We're going second. And it's another grass deck. If it's another Celebi deck, yeah, I don't know, I am just not a fan. I'm hoping they run something different. Oh, so Lilligant and Celebi is actually pretty decent. But it just depends if you can get Celebi in hand. Yeah, it looks like Destro is running this is probably the best version of Celebi you can get though. But again, I just feel it's too RNG. You rely so heavily on 2 cards that, you know, you need them. If you don't have them, you're just sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I might be able to take out Petil pretty quickly as well. Just need to sort of see. I might actually annoy this guy with Sabrina as well. Just waste some of their energy. Hoping we can pick up an old Amber pretty quick. So it's double Professor. Okay, so this guy's not running Celebi. He's running the new Executor, which is actually, I really like that card. It is incredibly strong. And we've already got yeah, this is pretty unfair, to be fair. Already got Pigeot in hand. So it's really difficult to choose who do you sacrifice, because one of you is going to take a big hit. And if Executor goes, that's your damage. If Snivy goes, that's your superior gone. But who knows? He might have Executor in hand, and obviously he's a pretty good tank. But yeah, I think the main way to beat Celebi is it just comes down to energy. If you can take out their energy or waste their energy or stall energy, then there's not much that they can really do. So I'm just hoping we can take this guy out one more time. So I'm wondering if they got an X speed for this, or he's just purely... Okay, they got Leaf. Curious if he's got Lilligant. And there she is. And Celebi as well. So yeah, so she attaches to your bench. So I'm guessing they're going to pump energy into Celebi. Oh, and that is a big hit. So yeah, personally, I would definitely be putting energy into Celebi. So this is really interesting. If I drop Sabrina, we can like one-shot Celebi. But at the same time, I guess if I stop Lilligant now, that's like straight in their tracks. And it makes sense, actually. If we take out Lilligant, it should be okay. There's no way they can get Executor up and running. If they've got Superior, it's a little bit of a problem. It's 50-50 if Celebi can take us out. But if they don't take us out, then, you know, we can... And we've also got Poke Flutes as well. So Destro is going to get destroyed. Also another Pokeball. They've got only 2 cards in hand, so I doubt they've got Superior. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I dislike Celebi so much, because you have to rely on Superior so much. And it... Okay, so going to switch out. They're going to bring out Marshadow. But it's all good. We've definitely got the combo in hand. to deal with this. So is he going to get the one shot? Nope. So only 50 damage to Marshadow. I will drop Old Amber. Not that we need it. Gonna get the retreat for Marshadow. Drop Sabrina. No! What am I doing? What a misplay. What a misplay. I don't know what I was doing there. Let's end the turn. Oh my god, guys. Yeah. I don't know why I dropped Sabrina. All I needed to do was drop Pigeot and that would have been it. So I might have just thrown this game. I'm curious to see if this guy is gonna try anything sneaky on me. But even if they get superior, there's no way they can win this one. It's down to 4 cards as well. Yeah, that's crazy to think. Down to 4 cards and they still don't have superior. 3 cards. They've got to have superior now. Still. I'm starting to think they built this deck without superior, which is a bit of an issue. Okay, so we're going to get some revenge with Marshadow. And yeah, I can't believe, guys, like, why did I do that? I don't know. Just been sick for so long now that I just can't, no focus. I even told you what I was going to do and I went against my own advice. So there it is, they're superior. And are they going to drop Celebi? No, they're going to power up their own superior for some reason. So we are 2-0. And we'll see what they decide to do next. No matter who they bring out. And I've got double Poke Flutes as well. So even though it looks like we can't win, I mean, you should have brought Celebi forward. Okay. For some reason they want superior to tank it. But yeah, Celebi with like 5 energy. That's like up to 500 damage. No way could we take that. So we'll bring up Petil. And execute. And you're about to get wrecked. There it is, guys. GG. Even with the terrible misplays, this deck is incredibly strong. So I think, what's that, 5-0? So we're going up against Ryze, going first. And they are running a water deck. Man, water decks seem so popular today. So pretty good, sort of like an average starting hand, to be honest. No Pokeball, no Professor, and no Old Amber. So we're going up against a new school Pidgey. Got the Professor though. And we get Old Amber, another Professor, and Pigeot EX. Nice. So yeah, just a Pidgeotto would be sweet. So Pidgey coming in with the Flap. So Flap beats Gust, just so you guys know. Not believe it, we've already got Pidgeotto. So we're going to just drop that. So Professor, doing some research, another Pidgeotto, double Marshadow. I will drop one, just in case they have a red card. I don't really want to have that go back into the deck. And we are steamrolling this guy. Very unfortunate match. Also, you got Psyduck, so Golduck deck. I have no idea what this guy's running. I can't even begin to imagine what kind of deck this is. Okay, so Ryze was having a good think about where they wanted to put their energy. What does Psyduck actually do? So Headache. Can't use any supporter cards. Nothing too special. Damn, and we've already got Pigeot as well, so this is kind of game over. I do feel kind of bad for this guy. Let's drop Sabrina, because then we can completely wipe out Psyduck. Just wasting their energy, because Golduck needs 3 energy, Pigeot needs 3 energy, so no matter where they put it, it's going to get wasted. So luckily we do just enough damage to take out Golduck. It's a real shame. Misty, oh, it's 2 energy. I thought it was 3. Oh, so yeah, that's going to be a big hit. But decided to go with the retreat. So yeah, that's going to be 90 damage to us. And there's old Amber. wish we'd saved that Sabrina. Never mind. We got this on lockdown, guys. But yeah, we are steamrolling today. We cannot lose. So Ryze coming up. So yeah, Ryze, Golduck. Looks like we're going to get another clean sheet. Okay, so they still got something in the back. And what have they got? Another Pidgey. And there it is. Oh, so Articuno no EX. This is a pretty strong card. The only issue though is it's 3 energy. It is nice, Paralyze. Like Paralyze is one of the best sort of abilities in the game. Yes, Aerodactyl is there as well. Kind of redundant at the moment, but obviously an incredibly strong card. Let's bring Pidgey back into the fray. Do some insane damage. I guess Pidgey could take out Pigeot, which would be hilarious. Would love to see that. I'm hoping he's got another. He did use Giovanni, right? Yeah. I'm hoping. No. If only he had double Giovanni, that would have been insane. But yeah, it looks like Ryze is all out of luck. And this is going to be GG. Pigeot could have taken us out. There it is, guys. Hasta la vista, Ryze. So yeah, you can see that this deck is incredible. We cannot lose. Obviously you can lose, but very, very difficult to lose. Pigeot and Aerodactyl pair so nicely together. I do think maybe there's a better option for Marshadow. The only problem is that you do need to have those extra 2 Pokemon in there, because otherwise your Pokeballs are wasted and you need it to cycle through the deck faster. But yeah, an incredibly strong deck, incredibly fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave me a cheeky thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe, and I'll see you all in the video soon. Peace!